the industrial complex of the inferior kingdom of hell. The purpose of manufacturing and production of clothes in hell is to weaken and neutralize spiritual life of believers. Vestimentary is one of the most efficient channel by which the arch-enemy of God is paralyzing the spiritual strength of the believer. We must understand that there is power in clothes that we buy. There is satanic forces and manipulation in clothes that is weakening our spiritual life. When Jesus appeared to me, he showed me what will happen in the end of time. He showed me how many believers will be left behind because of little things. Jesus said, the enemy know that believers have understanding about habit that may take them to hell and cause them to miss the rapture. Therefore in this end time he is resorting to little things that is not catching the attention of believer. The devil is using things that seems negligible in order to outsmart the believer and win their souls. These little and negligible things are items and articles that we use every day. Then Jesus said, I want to show you why many are going to miss the rapture. Jesus Christ took me to a place beneath the earth, where I saw demons working. They were very busy and they seemed satisfied in their undertaking. In fact, I saw them conceiving, creating and inventing stuff that the people of the world use on the surface. They seemed to me satisfied with the fact that they were successful in their work. I asked the Lord Jesus Christ, what are all these inventions? Jesus tells me, the enemy, the devil, is at the core of the creation, design and invention of articles and objects that men use on earth. His inventions and articles cause the user, especially Christian, to have their mind and thought focus on the things of this world. Jesus said, these objects have power that deviate and divert the heart of people far away from God. These articles cause the user, especially believer, to be focused on the things of this world. Jesus said, these objects and items were little things, but the devil and the demons have tied them with a power and demonic force that drive people away from God. Yet these objects that are popular on the earth influence and bring about manipulation by distancing the user from the gospel. There was a seductive power over these items and objects designed in the realm of darkness, which were supposed to bewitch above all Christians and then the world population. Beloved, demons design and invent items and objects we use on earth. These article contains a power which is meant to destroy our commitment to the Lord. These invention and articles contain a power that is likely to destroy our spiritual life. The food we eat, the clothes we wear, the TV we watch, the computer gadget are charged with power by demon to destroy our prayer life. They destroy our daily Bible reading, our faith and attachment to the Lord. Certain clothes and cosmetics, certain food, certain technological inventions like the telephone and computer affect Christian life and especially the meditation of the Word. These objects captivate us and influence us to focus our eyes on the things of this world that is being guarded to be destroyed. We live in evil days and therefore we must be cautious and flexible. We must pray for every item and object we buy, because the so subtle devil is clever. He works in various ways to move us away from the narrow path. He manufactures counterfeit of everything we use on the earth. The Bible says, enter by through the narrow gate. The strategic objective of the devil is to weaken the spiritual life of Christian through fashion clothes, processed food, shoes, cosmetic, makeup and so on. We must understand that each new invention in this world can constitute a point of contact. This can be fashion clothes, beauty product, food, shoes, technology, artificial hair. The devil uses whatever we use on the earth in order to destroy our prayer life. These items designed beneath the earth have marks, signs, and seals that bewitch humans that use them. Before this revelation, I had put on a tight and very short dress on the body. The dress was red and sexy. I was getting ready to go to the church service. A demon appeared to me. He seemed to be in the same red dress. He was transfigured in my appearance and became just like me. He said, your lipstick is very beautiful on your lips. That color of your dress makes you seductive. It's beautiful. Never take off your makeup. It was great. It's sexy and inside that cloth has a spirit of sensuality. My friend, I screamed and the demon disappeared. My husband rushed over to me to check out what he heard. I told him what had happened. He said he had already told me to give up vanity, but I had no strength. We went to church. I did not take off the dress, and when I passed the street, all the men stopped and looked at me. They seemed mesmerized. This had never happened to me. It was the first time I wore that outfit and it looked as if it spelled enchantment wherever I went. I felt the feeling of power and queen for the first time. When I got home, even though my heart was cut, I said I would give up my dress. My husband told me to burn it because he did not want me to give the evil to others. When I threw that dress on the fire, I saw a demon coming out of it. It was actually the spirit of seduction that possesses any woman who wears that kind of clothes. That sensation I felt of a powerful woman was sensuality. When I was able to renounce vanity, my husband opened his own ministry because of our pastor's liberalism. I was already receiving revelations when I prayed. I gave up vanity. But my wardrobe was stored in all worldly clothing. Jesus said, "Go to your wardrobe." I went. He said, "Thou my maidservant saith that she is delivered from vanity and sensuality." I answered, "Lord, I dress well, I cover my shame." Jesus said, "All the memories of the past are in your house. You have not yet forgotten your past." Satan brings the past back to your mind, feeds your desires and you miss, and you did not forget the old creature. You did not get rid of those things yet. I do not like that. You still have sexy clothes and bikinis in your wardrobe. Earrings, lipsticks, bracelets, necklaces and miniskirts are stored there. You are still connected with the world. The demons will fight against your weakness. You will not abandon the world completely. What is not good, you still use and keep. You still have your heart in these things. I will judge your hearts. My word says that old things will pass away. Behold, all things have become new. You need to be reborn into a new creature and be separated from this world. Sanctify yourself more if you want to live in heaven. I mentioned the name of Sister Dolores, who dressed well and wore wide dresses looking like a Muslim. I said, "Lord, she is a great servant of God." Jesus answered me, "She lives a serene appearance. She has great bitterness in her heart and she has a deep hatred of her husband who abandoned her. Her clothes cover up the reality of this woman. Not everything that shines is gold." I was frightened by this revelation Jesus gave me. Jesus revealed to me several names of satanic clothing industries that made a pact with Satan to sell to the whole world. The clothes were consecrated and an evil legion entered these clothes. The cloths had an evil force that convinces anyone to buy, and the success of the sale brought great profit to the owner. These consecrated clothes hypnotized people to buy. The red dress that I burned was consecrated to the devil. Lord Jesus showed me the owner of the industry by cutting his hand and shedding his blood at the time of the coloring of my dress. The Lord told me that different clothes that we wear are designed and tied with demons. They are prepare intended for the God people on the face of the earth, especially those who live in holiness, who have the fear of the Lord. When a believer is again buying one of his clothes, the door will be opened and he will be affected in one way or another. If you are a Christian and you live a life of holiness, and if you happen to buy one of his clothes, once you put it on you are going to be affected, in case the garment is attached to the spirit of fornication. The moment start wearing it you will end up being influenced by the unclean spirit of fornication that is attached to this garment. We must understand that the industrial complex of hell is designing fashion clothes of all kind, and these clothes are attached with different types of demons. Whenever you put on a garment that is attached to demons, you will be influenced and manipulated by his demons, who will then possess you. Many children of God are influenced by unclean spirits that are attached to their clothes that they bought. At the end of the day they will be possessed by these demons. If a garment is attached to a demon of anger, you will fall under the control and manipulations of the spirit of anger. Many of the clothes we buy are attached with unclean spirit, such as pride, vanity, anger, sensuality. Long after buying these clothes, the victim will begin manifesting a particular compulsive behavior as a result of demonic influence. Many children of God contract demons from clothing designed in hell attached with demons. In hell I saw female and male jeans. I saw jeans skirts in hell. This cloth was made in the gallery of hell, and the cloth was consecrated by a Satanist to never go out of style. Men and women of God, please do not use this cloth. I saw several jeans fashions in hell. I saw torn trousers, stained and embroidered in hell, sneakers. I saw devil sports pants. I saw tennis in hell and a factory of demons. This factory produced sneakers with the brands of Nike, Olympiacos, Adidas, and other brands, and on earth. These brands are successful because they are consecrated to Satan. Do not wear sneakers, wear social shoes. I watched as the beaks of the sneakers opened and the insole was a tongue that came out from inside and you could see the sharp teeth of piranhas of these sneakers. I saw many brands of clothes that I used to make advertisements. The stylistic designs of these clothes are planned in hell. The demons wear these clothes in hell and still mock the models. I saw the demons of catwalks that influence the models. I had a vision of a great parade, where the demons paraded the same models. The owners of the companies make a pact and receive information from hell how they should produce the clothes, and the mediator of the covenants of the sorcerers. The designs on the shirts are also figures of demons. In hell a demon showed me a machine that produces a variety of men's and women's shorts. He said these shorts will rise to the earth. It is the new fashion that will arise. Warn them on earth that if the shepherds do not stop wearing my shorts their souls will soon be in hell, and women also do not stop wearing our thongs. I saw in hell women who wore long trousers and also those who wore short trousers. I saw sisters in hell for wearing skirts at the top of their knees and I also saw women wearing dresses glued to their bodies. I saw Christian men who wore tight clothing on their bodies. I saw sisters in hell for wearing cracked skirts and high heels. I saw those who walked without shirts. I have seen brothers who are in hell for wearing sleeveless shirts, and those who wear shorts at home like normal clothes and go out to the street, and all these I have seen are brothers of various denominations. Sisters wearing high heels are also there, along with those who wore jeans skirts. Do not wear this cloth called jeans as it is tight and causes lust. There is no wide denim skirt. Men also do not use this cloth, for it is consecrated on earth to devils and in hell. This cloth is very famous. Do not wear sneakers, as it is a shoe created for those who practice sports that is also of the devil. Wear sneakers. I saw the shirts with drawings or brand names that belong to the devil. Christian clothing is social shirt and pants and for women are skirts below the knee. Women who wear sleeveless shirts and Christian men also wear sleeveless shirts. Jesus said that those shirts that show armpit hairs are not appropriate for use. In another vision I saw entrepreneurs of women's clothing companies making covenants on Satanist altars, offering their clothes in this altar to sell in the four corners of the world. The demon responsible for this covenant appeared and asked their souls in return. The conditions that the devil offered for sales to succeed was to produce sensual clothing at large scale for success. They are not going to produce decent and respectable clothes nor long clothes that cover the women's body. The types of clothes that they produce will be revealing and seductive. Those businessmen accepted the terms of the devil, all for an earthly success and temporary things that they themselves will leave behind on earth when they die. They sold their souls that have so much value for Christ, sold for something that is fleeting and not eternal. The clothes became excessively successful because of the covenants. I discovered how much Satan can corrupt a society and stain a whole world culture. This has been growing on a large scale and has entered the womb of the church. Clothing, priesthood. The angel said, all Christians, men and women, should dress in a holy way as the priesthood of Christ, but also, they should watch their tongue. The angel told me to meditate on these verses which speak about the garments. Exodus 28 verse 4, Leviticus 16:32, Exo 28:4. And these are the garments which they shall make, a breastplate, and an ephod, and a robe, and a broidered coat, a mitre, and a girdle. And they shall make holy garments for Aaron thy brother, and his sons, that he may minister unto me in the priest's office, to do service in the holy place. The holy garments for Aaron the priest, and the garments of his sons, to minister in the priest's office. Lev 16:32. And the priest, whom he shall anoint, and whom he shall consecrate to minister in the priest's office in his father's stead, shall make the atonement, and shall put on the linen clothes, even the holy garments, and thou shalt put upon Aaron the holy garments, and anoint him, and sanctify him, that he may minister unto me in the priest's office. He revealed to me the true robe of the priest of Christ. Our duty as a priest of Jesus is to dress in a holy way that does not cause scandals, One day I was watching pornographic videos. I saw out of the scenes of the movie two evil spirits in the form of two female models of catwalks. I mean, for those who dream of the modeling career, do not follow. There are demons who rule the fashion on earth. When these clothes began to be manufactured on the ground, businessmen made millions of dollars for these clothes consecrated in hell. When those two demonic spirits came out of the film transfigured into two beautiful sexy women, one of them looked at me and said, "You are seeing this actress and that actor having sex. You knew they no longer live on earth, while you are feeling desires for this woman. She is in hell at that moment, suffering and experiencing terrible torments." That demon transfigured into a woman became the pornographic actress and was naked in front of me. The demon transformed into the actress said, "I know you want this body. You know how that body stayed after I died." The demon that was transformed into the actress of the film became a skeleton and wanted to hug me. I was terrified and ran. This demon entered the television and said, "When your brother is watching these movies I will own your body." That spirit came into the television and the other devilish spirit watching me said, "There is a spirit of ours that is within you." When he said it, my body lost control of the limbs. I struggled for the demon that was inside me control me, but I could not contain my body. This spirit made me roll and dance against my will. I could not stop the movements of my body. The movements were involuntary until the seductive spirit left my body and said, "It was I that used you to seduce the girls. You know why I have access to your life. Because of the sexy clothes you wear. I did not know that I shouldn't be walking around in shorts and sexy clothing." The ancient priests wore their breeches under their robes, Leviticus 16:4, "And he shall put on the holy robe of linen, with linen breeches underneath. He shall put the linen girdle on his waist, and the linen turban also. These robes are sacred, so he will bathe with water before wearing them." I was in hell and we kept walking, and went elsewhere to the part of hell where the souls are. The angel showed me a Christian woman who was in hell. He said, "This person is here for wearing a beach bikini." Satan created the bikini for the people to walk naked on the beach. It is not for the women of God to be wearing this low piece of dress. Today there are many Christian women who wear this diabolic piece under the skirt, and many women wear transparent clothes and underwear. Jesus showed me a priest in priestly garments, very ancient in the time of Moses. I asked Jesus, "What does that mean?" Jesus said, "You do not understand the vision. I want my people in holy robes for 24 hours a day because you do not know the day that I will gather their souls." As the priests wore their holy garments to enter the tabernacle, I want my people to come in holy robes for my house. I do not want them to come in sexy clothes to worship me. How many have committed sins with the eyes of lustful desires because of these unholy robes? The holy bodies are corrupted in these sensual garments, and my house is defiled with the sin of nakedness. These women have been stumbling blocks and cause carnal desires to create evil desires in their hearts. Jesus said, "There are abominable things in my servants' homes." In hell I saw in hell skirts, tight dresses and all kinds of tight clothing, shirts full of devilish designs and satanic symbols, skirts with cuts on the sides and also behind are in hell. The fashionable demons are responsible for these garment compartments in hell and on earth.